Rav Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing in our series of videos with respect to information, education, inspiration, guidance, advice. And in previous videos, I've spoken about the effects and the consequences of tears and how the Creator listens and values these tears and He holds them. A similar thing can be said about words. Words have meaning, words have power. And even something said casually or said in the heat of anger, the lightest word can have tremendous consequences. Many years ago, there was a Rav in Jerusalem. He and his wife were unable to have children. And after 24 years of marriage, they finally had a child. And at the celebration, the Rav told this story. When he was a yeshiva boy, he was a young yeshiva boy, a Slonomer chassid, a young man, a boy. He was in yeshiva, and the boys were studying, and there was a woman, an older woman, and she had her kids with her, two or three little boys, and they were too young to be left at home. She didn't have anyone else to take care of them, so she would bring them to work, and she was mopping up the floors, cleaning the floors, sweeping up, and these kids were like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. They were making an incredible racket, they were running amok. The boys in yeshiva, the guys were trying to study, learning some Gemaras, learning something in the Talmud, some Jewish law, some halachas. They couldn't get anything done. The noise was mayhem. So this young man, this particular young man, said to the woman, "No, don't you think it'd be a good idea to discipline your kids? Seriously?" The woman, who, believe me, had enough problems, she didn't have to hear from this kid, she remarked to him, "Would that you not merit to experience tsar gidul banim, the pain, the tsar, the anxiety, the pain of raising children." Now, the young, foolish yeshiva boy at the time thought that she was giving him a bracha, giving him a blessing. Oh, you should have an easy time, raising your kids. Maybe, in fact, this is what the woman meant. But the words were said. The words had meaning, and the words had effect, and the word has consequences. This young man, he grows up, he gets married, he finds his beshert, his intended one, his soulmate. They have a very happy, blissful marriage with one problem. They were unable to have children. They were beside themselves. They were both young, and they went to Rabbanim, they went to rabbis, they went to doctors, they were trying medicines, all sorts of things. Nothing worked. Years go by, 10 years, 15 years, unable to have children. They were approaching middle age, and still nothing. The rabbi was walking along the road, worried about his predicament, and he notices a bunch of small children screaming and shouting and playing outside the window of a yeshiva. And this incident comes back to him about the woman, and he feels so guilty. He manages to somehow look her up, finds out where she was. She's still alive, she's in the neighborhood, and he looks her up. He finds her, and he apologizes for the words he said, and in his youth and in his foolishness. The woman remembered him, oh yes, and she remembered his words, but she saw that he was sincere, that he truly repented, that he truly regretted this incident that happened 24 years ago. And the woman forgave him. And she said, those little boys that were making all that noise when you were studying, they too have grown to become rabbis, become quite learned. And they left on good terms. 9 months later, the rabbi was blessed with a child. And it shows you that words have meaning. Words have confidence. And the people who heard him telling this story, I think it was at the bris, I'm not sure, they were deeply moved, and it cemented in them the knowledge that sometimes even something said lightly, even something that was meant as a joke, something that's said in frustration and anger, God forbid, words have consequences. Words have meanings. We always have to watch what we say, especially when we're frustrated, especially when we're impatient. We're going to be making more videos along these lines. Please come back. Please watch. Please learn. I hope you're finding them of some use. And until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.